Hello everyone and welcome to this month's State of the City Police Report. You may have opportunities to ask questions at the end. As we know, our city of Los Santos is becoming more violent every day, so we are putting in place new measures to combat the wave of crime sweeping through our great city. Firstly, after a successful trial period, we will maintain the 40-second search rule. If a suspect is reported and our patrols lose sight of them for more than 40 seconds, then the hunt will be called off. This saves precious wasted time in fruitless manhunts and will stop cases of mistaken identity. For example, when a hunt is called off and a similar looking tank rolls past, we will give the benefit of the doubt to that tank and assume that's not the same tank that just killed 36 of our officers. In these days of budget cuts, we are actively pursuing new avenues of revenue. For a small fee, we will allow a third party to inform us that all charges pertaining to a particular individual have been dropped. This is particularly useful when we are giving chase to suspects who are wanted for multiple homicides with intent to further commit multiple homicides, when we receive notification that that subject is in fact innocent of multiple homicides with intent to commit further multiple homicides. This again saves us money on needless arrests and processing. We are currently trialling a policy where the same third party may offer us a fee of $5,000 to instruct us to ignore a particular person for a few minutes. We are currently weighing up the cost-benefit ratio. $5,000 compared to the massive loss of life and property damage that is reported to us during the time that this scheme is active. This policy will likely become permanent. In cases of suspects fleeing in automobiles, we now authorise our patrol cars to ram. Ram from the rear, ram from the side, ram from the front, the 3 Rs. Please note, this policy doesn't differentiate between automobiles and armoured tanks carrying high explosives. We have great faith in our pit manoeuvring tactics and our ability to handle anything. I have been asked to inform you, however, that the LSPD Widows Together Association would beg to differ. Moving on. Let's make this clear. Crime doesn't pay. We see the recent influx of violent roaming gangs driving the latest supercars as completely unrelated. Public safety is, after all, our primary concern. If we have a police unit involved in a minor fender bender incident or a shoulder barge in the street, we will immediately open fire on the suspect in order to prevent any further danger to the public. This policy is working. However, I have been asked to inform you that the Widows Association of People Accidentally Killed by Police Chases begs to differ. Moving on. Let me be frank. We see all. We know all. If you choose to murder someone in the desert at night, with no one else around, with a silencer, we will know, and we will have units there immediately. When out of sight of our units, we will also know when a suspect has applied a face mask, thus becoming slightly less dangerous. Accordingly, we will reduce their wanted level by 1 star because of logic. I will take a couple of questions at this time.
What would you say to people who think the police are far too aggressive?
I'd say no, they're fine. What would you have us do? Nerf them? No. We need to fight force with force, and if that means chasing someone down in a hail of bullets because we accidentally drove into the side of them, then so be it. Next question.
Is there any truth in the report that you're running out of police officers?
No, none at all. Although we are losing approximately 400 police officers a day, they just keep coming out of nowhere. And we're not sure from where, so we don't ask any questions. Right, in closing, in recent months, a lot has been said about the LSPD and other San Andreas law enforcement divisions being overzealous and having very bad AI. That's awareness and intelligence. I disagree. For example, police drivers ramming into bus stops at 80 miles per hour is not poor judgment on behalf of the officer, but is simply an accepted occupational hazard for which we all train for. I have, of course, been asked to inform you that the LSPD Widows Association of Death by Bus Stop, they beg to differ. Thank you for all coming out today. Thank you.